You've probably seen plenty of other YouTubers discuss this topic, but have you seen this? I know this is an old topic, but I haven't discussed my thoughts on it yet, and I think that how I discuss my thoughts might be different to what you might have seen, so stick around and find out. Right off the bat, I do think this is Anna. If you don't know, Anna is Ellie's mom. It's kind of too obvious that this would be Anna since, you know, she looks like Ellie. The tweet that Naughty Dog sent out had, you know, the same amount of letters matching. So first I was like, is this really Anna? It's kind of too obvious that it is Anna, but the more I think about it, I really can't see any other way than this being Anna. I've heard that people been saying that, what if this is Ellie in the future and they hired a different voice actress to trick us? I don't think this is Ellie in the future due to, like, we see Ellie's face here, she's 19 here. Like, no matter, like, I don't think her face would change that drastically unless they made a different model just for the trailer and she'll end up looking differently in the final game. But yeah, if this is Ellie in the future, they did the biggest bamboozle. They hired a different voice actress. They made the face look that doesn't look like Ellie if she were to grow up, in my opinion. But yeah, it looks like somebody could be would be related to Ellie. Anyway, since I can't think of any other possibilities than this being Anna, I'm gonna delve into how I feel Anna would fit into the story. If we play as Anna in, let's say, a flashback, I don't think it would be a huge part of the game. Since I also feel like we probably would play as Joel. Like, let's say if we play as Joel, Ellie, and then Anna, kind of could be a little bit too clustered. I think that maybe we might play as Anna in one scene or two, but that the consequences of those scenes will reveal or add upon further of what we already know and have consequences in the story when we're playing as Ellie in part 2. I might be wrong about some things here since my memory is trash, but I've looked on the Wikia, and recently I've been playing the game over and over to try to make my way up to grounded, even though I've managed to beat Survivor 2 times, but hey, I'm trash, man. My headset been, but hey, I gotta calm down. But yeah. So yeah, I might sound like a filthy casual to some people here. Correct me in the comments if you think I'm wrong. But yeah, it seems that Anna died one day after giving birth to Ellie. But it's not confirmed she died due to giving birth. This could mean plenty of things and leave the door open for possibilities. Anna is known to have been stubborn. Like, if this is Anna, she's obviously not the best of friends with the Seraphites. Maybe she just happened to walk into their territory, or maybe she got a more personal connection or personal feud with them. Because I kind of feel like Ellie, they call her Wolf. Either they mistake her for a WLF member, or Ellie is a notorious Seraphite killer. I don't know. I heard that some people also think that Emily knew that Anna was pregnant here, since she said they're nested with sin. But in the 2018 E3 demo, they said that to a guy too.
They are nested with sin. Freedom.
And last time I checked, a person that was born a male can't get knocked up. But yeah, maybe Anna gets into a long-lasting feud with the Seraphites and becomes like a notorious enemy to them, because Anna looks like she could fuck shit up, and I bet her kill count is gonna be high if this is Anna before she dies. I also think that Marlene's gonna be around in part 2 if this is Anna. More on that later. But let's get into a possible scenario. Imagine this. Anna is giving birth. Then the Seraphites find her and Marlene. Anna is too weak to run since she gave birth recently, like one day earlier. So she tells Marlene, take Ellie, get the hell out of here. I'll be ready to hold them off when they come. Imagine like a playable flashback with the final stand. God damn! I don't know if I interpreted the Wikia information correctly, but it seems that Marlene took care of Ellie before she became the leader of the Fireflies. Maybe the Fireflies weren't such a big group back then. Maybe, like, let's say like Anna worked as a nurse. Maybe they're holed up at a hospital and this is how the Fireflies were formed type shit. Let's say in whatever hospital they're in. I think that government staff, or whatever you call it, government sections like nurses and stuff, they're able to contact authorities, the police, or maybe they're able to contact some military power, stuff like that. The early apocalypse hits, bam, boom, boom. Anna is working at a hospital. She's at a hospital. Marlene, they're friends. She's a nurse. They managed to get military there. They're holed up in a hospital, and maybe this is their outpost, and maybe here we see an early version of the Fireflies form. Who knows? So yeah, maybe Anna and Marlene chilling at a hospital with some folks with guns, but taking Anna with them is gonna slow them down, and they're outnumbered by the Seraphites or whatever. Maybe she's in her bed, too tired. She got her blicky ready to go. She writes the final note to Ellie, because that note implies that she knew she was gonna die and stuff like that. And yeah, then Marlene and her company leaves. Then boom, Seraphites busts into the building. Oof, she rolling around in a wheelchair. Bam, 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 blasting Seraphites until she gets taken. Nah, I don't know. I don't know about the wheelchair part, but it doesn't sound that far-fetched to me. And also having Anna, like a player, like, we know Anna's dead from what it seems like, but having us play that scene in a different way than we imagined and have that final stand, it kind of, for me, would increase the emotional impact and enhance that scene. Don't get me wrong, it's already really sad that Ellie lost her mom after childbirth. So why I think that, let's say, if we see an early version of the Fireflies forming and Seraphites get into a feud with them, why I think they would be able to get into a feud is because, from what it looks of it, the Seraphites look like they want the world to end, and it almost seems like they want to speed up the process of the world ending. Maybe they see the infected as a way of humans paying for their sins, and they feel like, okay, humans need to pay for their sins because they say they're nested with sin, they basically kill humans and stuff like that. And eventually maybe they expect that they will die, because the guy who got killed by Ellie said something about sacrifice land or whatever the fuck, and it seems like he's like, alright, fuck it, I'm gonna die.
No, this is sacrifice land.
So maybe, if that's the case, Seraphites wants the world to end. Do we have a group that kind of wants to save the world, restore it, look for the light? The Fireflies. So their ideologies, the Fireflies' ideologies and the Seraphites' ideologies, so far, they seem to juxtapose each other. So I do believe that if they were to meet, they would become enemies. So let's say that early version of the Fireflies gets formed at a hospital near the Seraphites. So we don't know for sure where Marlene and Anna were held up when Anna was working as a nurse in the early days. If you put yourself in the shoes of a Seraphite, let's say Anna is a notorious enemy. She's been taking people out after this scene and stuff like that. Bro, she looks like she can fuck shit up. She's a notorious enemy the way Ellie seems to be to the Seraphites. And you find out there's a group forming that are trying to stop your goal from happening. They're trying to save the world rather than you wanting people to pay for the sins and the world to end. Obviously, you probably would have wanted to go to a hospital, take the group out, do what you could, stuff like that. If that is the case. Bro, I'm really caught up in this possibility theory, whatever you want to call it. Because yeah, I'm getting hyped by talking about a possibility that I'm considering. Like, that's crazy. Yo, this game has made me, bro, we ain't sleeping tonight either. But anyway, I think I'm gonna do more possible Anna theories later, than not to stretch this video out for too long. I do think that another possibility real quick could be that Anna didn't just die due to childbirth, and maybe she was infected while being pregnant with Ellie. Maybe it could be the case that because she's pregnant and she gets infected, it takes longer for her to die, and that this could be a reason to Ellie's immunity. Hey, I don't think that's far-fetched. It might be too cheesy or might feel unoriginal, but at the end of the day, The Last of Us 1, if you look at it, it's kind of similar to other stories that have been made, but the execution is what put it to the top. But anyway, to summarize, the possibility we've been discussing now, if this is Anna, is a really cool scene, I think, that would enhance and just increase the emotional impact of Anna's death. If this is Anna in the trailer, she got a feud with the Seraphites. Maybe she's up with Marlene. Early stages of Fireflies are being formed. The Seraphites are outnumbering them because it's the early stages of the Fireflies. And this leads to Anna holding them off, Marlene taking Ellie, and we get a boom bam bam final stand. Holy shit. Oof. Hey, but for now, those are my thoughts. Now what about yours? Do you think this is Anna? If this is Anna, do you think what I listed would be cool? And what other possibilities could you see Anna fitting into the story of part 2? Comment your thoughts and discuss with each other down below. Stay safe out there. Like, share, sub with the bell if you're new. Whatever you want to do, endure and survive. And I'll see you when I see you.